Hey teammates, I'm Colonel Pat Miller, Commander of the 88th Air Base Wing and Installation Commander for Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. And today I'm joined by our Director for the Air Force Marathon, Mr. Brandon Huff. Now many of you have been wondering, as you've been immersed in your training, what is the future of this year's Air Force Marathon, especially in the increasing cases of COVID going around across our nation. Well, I will tell you, we did not make any decision lightly, and we've been rumbling with this for weeks. As we're watching the tide kind of swell up from the south and now see what the community risk is across this installation, we are unfortunately forced to make the decision to transition this year's marathon from an in-person event to once again a virtual event, similar to what we did last year. Now I know this is a disappointment, so let me paint the picture for you on why we came to this decision. First, as you look at the risk for community transmission around Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, our 4 surrounding counties are assessed as high risk for community transmission. When you look a little bit broader and look at the state of Ohio, today 86 of the 88 counties across the state are also assessed as high risk for community transmission. Now that's the risk. What does that translate to actual cases? We are seeing cases increase by the day. As a matter of fact, in June, we were only seeing approximately 1 to 3 cases per week. Now we're seeing, last Friday, I saw 19 cases in a single day tracked by the installation. Looking out around our communities and talking to the Greater Dayton Area Hospital Alliance, we are seeing also an increase in hospitalizations. We don't have a concern for capacity today, but it is growing each and every day. And so that ends up impacting our execution of the marathon. We rely on volunteers and community partners to make this marathon happen. As a matter of fact, we have a great partner in Soin who provides medical support for this marathon. But as they're watching their hospitalizations increase, there is a concern on how much support will be available come race day. We're seeing the tide continue to move, and I just moved this installation to Health Protection Condition Bravo Plus. And there is a concern that we could be in Charlie come 4 weeks from now because predictive models show a continuing increasing trend in COVID cases around our area. Brandon, I know this is disappointing news to hear. You're an avid runner. You love getting after these races. We see what's going on in some other races around the nation. What advice do you give to our runners out there that have been training hard for this marathon?
I would say to each and every one of y'all that our team completely understands the disappointment you're feeling right now because we feel it too. Just as y'all have been training all year, we've been planning all year, and we want to see the race come to fruition as well. But there's a bigger picture here in the safety of our participants, our volunteers, our spectators, and the members of the U.S. Air Force is of the utmost importance. We're going to do something similar to last year. We're going to have a virtual option for those who would like to join us. We'd love to have y'all. Many of y'all saw that running with us virtually was just as powerful because at the end of the day, we're here to celebrate the birthday of the U.S. Air Force and to celebrate those who have given their all and dedicated their lives to the protection of this country. If that option isn't one you're interested in, you can also defer your entry to 2022, 2023, or 2024, or you can get a refund. Whichever one you choose, we completely understand, and we hope you'll be joining us next year for the 26th anniversary of the Air Force Marathon, and there'll be more details forthcoming in the next few days on our website and on our Facebook page detailing how this will all look. We appreciate your understanding and patience in this challenging time.
Thanks, Brandon. I appreciate that. Like I said before, team, your safety is my most important aspect of this race. I want to make sure that when we start doing this in-person event again, we've got an event that is set up for your success. But don't let your training go to waste. We learned so much with the virtual celebration last year, and for this to be the 25th anniversary of the Air Force Marathon, we hope you stick with us in a virtual event. I know it's not the same. I know you want to be running the grounds of this historic installation here in Dayton, Ohio, specifically Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. And I know you want to get here and see the surrounding communities and the amazing support that we have from those community partners. We'll get there. Unfortunately, it's just 1 more year away. So keep training, keep running. We're hoping to hear your stories as part of this virtual marathon. If not, we're looking forward to seeing you here for the 26th running next year. Take care.